expecting me to record another lesson for tonight, and I know that I haven't posted any video for 2 weeks because I was kind of busy, and now I'm buzzing about to give you another lesson, and this is about the simple future tense. And last video that I had with was this simple past tense, and now I'm going to tackle about this simple future tense. What is this future tense? Alright, so simple future tense is a verb tense that is used to talk about things that haven't happened yet. Right? Simple future tends to talk about an action or condition that will begin and end in the future. So it also refers to a time later than now. Okay? So it means the action is going to be done in the future or a later time. So that is a simple future tense. Alright, so and this one it expresses facts or certainty. In this case is no attitude. Okay, the simple future is used to predict a future event. Like for example, number 1 is she will host a birthday party a day after tomorrow, right? So meaning the action is going to be done a day after tomorrow. So that is number 1 example. And now the number 2 example that I have here is it will rain later this evening. So you can predict that it's going to rain later this evening. Okay, why? Because you can feel the ambience that it's going to rain later, okay, this evening. So, and to express a spontaneous decision, this is number 1 example, he will pay for the food through his credit card. Number 1. And number 2 is I am going to pay my bills next day. Okay? So meaning that next day I'm going to pay my bills or my errands. So next is to express the willingness. Okay? So meaning that you are determined to do the action in the future. Okay, number 1 example is I shall do the dishes later. Okay, so meaning that I have the plans of washing the dishes later. Okay, so next is we will carry your luggage. Okay, we will carry your luggage. And in the negative form to express unwillingness, you're just going to put the not. Okay, because that expresses negativity in a sentence, right? Like for example, the child will not eat his cereal tomorrow. So the child has a plan of not eating the cereal tomorrow. Okay, number 2 example is I shall not leave until I have seen the manager. Okay, maybe this is the customer who is saying this, that he's not gonna leave until he has seen the manager. Okay, so the interrogative is asking a question. Like for example, you're going to do that. Will you do your thesis tonight? Or I'm asking someone here if he or she is going to do his or her thesis tonight. Next example for the interrogative, and this is, shall I turn off the air conditioner or AC? So that is the interrogative. So it means that you're going to ask questions. Alright, so these are now the contractions. So I will, that's going to be I'll. And we will, this is going to be will. And you will, this is going to be you'll. And he will, that's going to be he'll. And she will, that's going to be she'll. And they will, this is going to be they'll. Okay, and will not, that's going to be won't. And shall not, that's going to be shan't. Alright, so these are the examples of the simple future tense. And you know that simple future tense, the action is not yet done. Okay, so it means that you're going to do the action in the future or later than now. So that is the examples, or those are the examples of simple future tense. Alright, so to recap of what I had discussed tonight, these are, okay, so simple future tense is something that you talk about an action or condition that will begin and end in the future. Right? So it also refers to a time later than now and expresses facts or certainty. Okay? The simple future is used to predict a future event. And number one is, she will host a birthday party a day after tomorrow. So number two is, it will rain later this evening. And to express a spontaneous decision, number one example is that he will pay for the food through his credit card. Now, I'm going to pay my bills next day, or my errands. Okay, to express willingness, okay, you have this determination to do the action in the future, and I shall do the dishes later. Okay, number two is, we will carry your luggage. Okay, next, in the negative form, to express reluctance or unwillingness, number one example is, the child will not eat or will not eat his cereal tomorrow. I shall not leave until I have seen the manager. Okay, the interrogative is asking a question by using, of course, the will, shall. Okay, alright, or am I, or are they. Okay, so are they going? So those are the future questions. So, like for example, will you do your thesis tonight? And shall I turn off the air conditioner or AC? And now I have also told you the contraction. What do I mean by contraction? You are putting the two words into one, or you're going to fuse the two words into one. So that is contraction. Number one example that I gave you is, I will, I'll. Okay, we will. You will, you'll. He will, he'll. She will, she'll. They will, they'll. Will not, won't. And shall not is shan't. Okay, so those are the examples that I gave you for this topic that I'm discussing here tonight. So this is about the simple future tense. Okay, so I hope that you learned something from this discussion that I presented to you. And this is all about the simple future tense. I hope that you learned something, and I hope that you enjoy this video watching, and at the same time you learned something, because I know that this is somewhat informative for you to use. Okay, so thank you very much, and this has been yours truly, Sir John, Sir JJ, saying thank you, and have a great night, a good night to all of you, and buenas noches, yasumi nasai kudasai, and domo arigatou gozaimasu, and muchas gracias to all of you. Bye now, for now.